Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel once again. A few days ago we had a discussion on networking on the Voice a Boy WhatsApp group, and we normally believe that for any successful business, meeting and talking to people plays a big important role. There's a Kenyan Kikuyu saying that goes, people are wealth, and therefore we found it worth it for men aspiring to be or are already businessmen to understand this syllabus of networking. We call this day Business Friday, or what you can see on the screen, Networking Friday. And we normally give men who are in business to showcase their businesses and give their social media platforms for reaching out. Just to mention but a few, some of the businesses that were showcased during that day. We have one of our members who is in laptops. In case you want a laptop, you can join our WhatsApp group and show your interest in the same. There are a variety, as you can see, on sale, DM for price. And there's also one who is also selling a desktop at 30,000 Kenya shillings. In case you have a cyber, you can take it and you can show an interest in the same. There are very many that are a variety of laptops here. You can join our WhatsApp group and show your interest in the same. We also have one of our members who is selling bags. You can follow her on Instagram, Bags with Nyaboke on Instagram. You DM her and you get a very good bag for yourself. We also have one of our members who is doing who has a fitness center. It is known as Ronix Fitness Center. You can contact the numbers down or join our WhatsApp group to get him. If you are a workout guy, if you love working out, you can check that this fitness center. He is also on Twitter, known as @Ronix Fitness Center, and also at Facebook, Ronix Fitness Center. We also have one of our members doing watches, Eden's Collection, where quality is our priority. You can contact the numbers down there to get a quality watch for yourself. We also have trucks. If you want to go sporty, you can join our WhatsApp group and get a truck for yourself. As you can see, for quality Trend Touch all fashion needs, or you can visit them at Ronald Ngala, Nairobi, Kenya, at RNG Plaza. We also, as Voice a Boy, we normally sell t-shirts at 1,000 Kenya shillings. There is the white one, there is the black one, and there is also the red one. So we had our guest speakers, Lloyd Mwangi, who is a businessman and also the owner of Eden's Collection. As I've shown you, this is his brand or his business. He's also a student at the Mount Kenya University. We also had Christine Shiro, who is a graduate, an economist graduate from Moi University, and also an entrepreneur. So maybe we can begin on what we discussed on that day, which I believe will be of great help to you. So importance of networking. Maybe we can understand what is networking. Networking is basically an interaction between people for mutual benefit. Now note, it's for mutual benefit and both parties should benefit. This is according to our guest speaker, Lloyd Mwangi. It is against the mentality we carry into events, that we go there to get benefits from the people we meet and necessarily not to give benefits to them. So networking, both parties should benefit. And for effective networking, it must involve mutual benefit. But that will lead us to also ask, how am I supposed to benefit from a top CEO or a business leader or influencer who I so badly want to network with? And why should we network? As I've said, the Kikuyu saying, people are wealth, or people are your most valuable asset. If you don't have them, then you are out of business, and networking is the art of having them. People who network never stay jobless for long, which I also agree. So let us learn how to network. Number one, attend events. That's the baseline, of course. You meet people where they are. You go and look for them. In this century, there are events specifically for business networking. Be found in as many as possible. Number two, you should also learn how to make first impressions. This is something you only get one chance to do. You blow it and it will be hard to recover. Dress well, smell well, good, smile properly, and learn how to initiate conversation. Be energetic and courageous. Remember, first impression will create a judgment of who you are and what you do. So the moment your first impression goes wrong, then everything will go wrong. Ensure some of us also don't brush teeth. Ensure that your mouth odor smells wonderful. Number three, learn how to drive conversations. Ask relevant questions when you are networking. Take charge of the conversation. The reason is when networking, the other party is also as nervous as you are. So the one who gets the nerve to go fast gets the gold. You can get much information from someone in a few minutes if you ask the right questions. I totally agree with that. Number four, learn how to handle the rich people. When interacting with someone who is greater than you, in any way, do it with a sense of honor. They are used to praises, so praising them won't work as well. Don't go praising them, I've seen you on television, I've seen you, you inspire me, all those praises and whatever. Instead, do your homework and show your interest and admiration for them and their work. Of course, 100%. All you need the guy to do is for them to like on your first meeting. When you're approaching the rich people, ensure that your first impression leaves them mouth agape. Make sure that they like you. Make sure that they get to know you more. If you achieve that, you are way ahead. Draw their attention by providing a solution to their problem. That's why you should interact with their materials, writings, and speeches before you approach them. If that guy has, the person you want to network with has a book, show some love and buy a book that they are selling. Go and read it. At least you have followed them on social media. You know what they do. Don't just go meet them and you have not shown at least an interest in whatever they do. So it is always important that you interact with their materials. If they have written a book, ensure that you've interacted with them. How can you solve their problem or fill their innermost desires? If you can do this, then you got a good connection with these people. This is something that rarely we don't always take keen of. So what if one is an introvert? How do I get along with the people? What if you are an introvert, you don't like socializing? What can you do? Now, this is a solution. Number one, select small events first, then as you grow your nerve, go on to larger ones. Don't go in a conference and you are not used to. Of course, you will feel kinda not comfortable at all. Number two, which is very important, carry an extroverted friend along. These guys are much gifted in initiating conversations, and learn from them. Ride on their conversations. Now, if you're an introvert, go with a friend who likes socializing with people, talking. He's very interesting. Go carry him along with him or her, with you, so that he can keep the conversation going. Maybe if he meets with somebody, the conversation will not be boring. when you are initiating yourself. Number 3, have predetermined goals for the event you attend. Let it be like a task. Those are very nice wisdom from Leod Mwangi. Number 5, carry value and have something to offer, which is of course solutions. Understand what you can do even before they ask you, both to the rich and to your age mates or the younger. Then what are the importance of business? Number 1, it creates connections. Business networking enables you to meet with people who you'd otherwise have not met. That's number 1. Number 2, business networking enables one to get advice. When you interact with someone who has been successful in their business, you will end up getting some advice from them on what you can do to be where they are. Number 3, importance of networking, it creates friendship. It creates friendship, which is very, very important. Yeah, it will get when different business people interact, a friendship is created, and that's why you'll find them forming circles or organizations to protect their businesses and sharing ideas as friends. Number 4, business networking leads to generation of referrals and increased business. When you network with your clients, they are likely to refer you to their friends by telling them that they know of someone who provides a good or a service that they need. Hence, there is increased business on your side. Of course, when you interact with the people and you create a very good impression and you sell out your idea of what you do, they will always refer you. Yeah, when maybe they are discussing in their groups, and for example, you are selling laptops, and you go there and network and you have very good communication skills. When this man goes or this lady goes interacting with his fellow businessmen, you'll hear maybe your organization needs laptops, and you'll remember, oh, there is a guy or a lady I met somewhere who told me he sells laptops, and of course he or she will consider you and he will contact you as well. Number 5, another advantage of business networking is that it raises your profile and gives you confidence. When you interact and talk with fellow business people, clients, or those you emulate, you are likely to get more leads because it's your name that pops in their minds when an opportunity arises. Of course, as I've said, when the first impression is as good as yourself, then you can as well, you will benefit a lot. Your confidence will improve because of talking with people that you don't know, which enhances business growth as it's dependent on talking to people and getting connection. And there's a very good question that was asked by Leod Mwangi. Is there a way a guy can approach a lady for networking and then make her feel uncomfortable or get all, flirting? And what would you tell our dear guys before they are disappointed they are disappointed in broad daylight? Of course, us as men, when we realize that something is good or a lady is beautiful, sometimes we tend to forget the goals or what brought us there, and we start, bringing some other conversations. Please don't do this when you're networking. Even if the girl is as beautiful as, according to your opinion, do not try and showcase this during your first event. Try to make it as professional as possible, because you might be shocked and you might end up being the losing party. So if he uses a body language that insinuates that he has other intentions apart from networking, like looking at you in a seductive way, touching you when you've not allowed them, or using dirty language when talking to you in the name of networking, one should approach the lady with respect and etiquette, keeping in mind the main objective, which is business networking. Then maybe from there a friendship might develop afterwards, and who knows who knows what might end up. So generally, that was our group discussion. I believe a lot of people benefited from it, and we normally have these group discussions. Maybe if I can share what we normally do. On Monday, we normally have here we go. On Monday, we normally have Mental Monday. Then on Tuesday, Mental Monday, here we discuss, about mental issues, And Tuesday we have Faithing Tuesday. Faithing Tuesday meaning we talk about religion, Christianity, Muslims, and we come up with various topics in which we will discuss. Then on Wednesday we normally have relationships. We talk about relationships, and Friday we normally have Business Friday, like the one now we had that was held on Friday, and it was very beneficial to most of our members. As you can see, we called it Network Friday, though there was a discrepancy here. It's supposed to be February but not January. And basically, if you follow those steps that we were guided by Lloyd Mwangi and Christine Wanjiro, I believe we as men, we are going to go far as far as our businesses are concerned, and we are going to be somewhere, in the business sphere. So let us create the key thing, create the best first impression that you can make if you want to succeed, and if you want to be, and also have good communication skills. Communicate in the most polite, in the most professional way possible, so that you keep yourself you keep the conversation going, and you keep that network that you found going. Maybe if I can add, keeping networks. Maybe you have found you've met with someone, you've interacted, you have exchanged numbers. It is always good that once you get back home, at least contact him or her, ask if maybe she arrived safely, and you can even comment and say it was a pleasure meeting you, it was a pleasure knowing you, and we are looking forward to partnering together. Such kind of comments, and keep the conversation mutual. Also, you can after some time, you can ask for a cup of coffee. You go and take a cup of coffee together slowly as you talk about businesses. Remember what we have been told, it should be of mutual benefit. Both parties should benefit, and by doing so, we as men, we are going to go far as our businesses are concerned. That was our group discussion. I believe most members benefited, and also you, as you're watching this, I believe you've learned something. Have a great day, and may God bless you as we are preparing for another group discussion. Today is on Monday, so we are having mental Monday, and we'll be discussing about coping with a heartbreak as a man. And the big question is, do men really, are they heartbroken in this era? We shall find out, and I shall let you know. Have a blessed day.